What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I'm Justin, and Jasmine has a pretzel in her mouth.
I swallowed the pretzel.
She had a pretzel in her mouth.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
Yeah. So first things first, we're awesome.
Okay, we're awesome. Yes.
Okay,
Why?
thank you. Match my energy. Come on, wake up.
Ah, guys, I just woke up like 25 minutes ago.
It's noon.
I stayed up till 3 a.m. playing video games, and I just woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the end of the school year, man. Well, not for me, but you know.
Yeah. My school year is done. Thank goodness.
So why are we awesome? I
We're
mean, apart from
awesome.
like us being awesome.
I mean, that's the main reason. But
Hmm.
secondly, we're awesome because this is episode 71. We've been doing this for 71 episodes. Or, well, this will be episode 71.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. I'll be 100% honest. Last year when we started, because we started in January of
Hmm.
last year. So in my head, I was like, oh, we'll do a couple of months. And I think at 50, I kind of talked about this. But it's just
Hmm.
amazing to me that, like, I'm proud of us because both of us have a hard time continuing things for a long period of times. Don't you know it's true?
I
Just move on.
was really worried after like month 3 that we were gonna quit.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
like by March we were gonna be like, so want to go back to streaming? Like,
Yeah. And the fact of like when we hit a patch of like not getting anybody like
hmm
we haven't, skyrocketed up the friggin' subscriptions or anything like that, but like we got 46 on YouTube and
hmm
something on Spotify. I haven't checked recently,
I
but
guess 28 right now.
that's still pretty good
Hmm.
for two no-named people who,
Hey, I got recognized in public
you
yesterday.
did, which was hilarious. It was at a graduation, but it was still in public at
Honestly, still hilarious because the last time I was on the YouTube, that wasn't. I don't think it was podcast related, was it? That he would have
him.
known me
He
from.
would have known you from podcast.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Hi.
I don't know if he still watches, but yes, he would have known you from podcast. He
Oh,
also would have known you from my channel. So
well, I was thinking if it's from TSK, I don't look anything like that anymore.
no,
Because I had last time I was on video on TSK, I had my clear glasses and I had blonde hair. Justin, the last time we were on TSK, like I was on video for TSK, was 2 years ago.
yes, I understand that. Um, I just need to make sure that this is. I need to see where your brain's at. You know that Superman and Clark Kent are the same person, right?
I need you to be aware that my face looks different than it did 2 years ago.
Yes, but you're similar enough. It's pretty clear.
I will agree to disagree.
But yes,
Also, I
we are
promise I'm
awesome.
not sick. I just hung out at your house for a while. I'm not sick. I don't know what this is. What?
Why take shots at my house like that?
No, I'm saying I was with you. I was with you and Darcy, so I'm not sick, is what I'm trying to say.
Ah, okay. You were just like, I'm not sick. I hung at your house, but I'm not sick.
I
Like,
was trying to say because I was at your house, I was breathing your air, that I wasn't sick. I think it's just allergies.
it could also be that you had the cat lay on you for a while. You've had
How
issues with
dare
our cats
you?
before.
How dare you? My nephews would never.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't try, but it's your fault that, it is that way, but, it's whatever. Speaking of her being at my house, funniest story in my life, I think. One
No,
of them.
stop.
No, this is a good one. This
Stop.
is a good one. So,
No,
so Jasmine came over yesterday.
stop.
She came.
This is bullying.
No, it's not. It's a funny story. Everybody will love and laugh and live.
Yep.
Help. Side note. So on Jasmine and I have a Discord with friends. Hi, friends. All of you friends. We have a Discord with friends, and Rachel in our friend group has decided that she was going to make a sound clip of my help and put it on Discord. So now it's a common thing that when I join Discord, I
Yep.
hear help, 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 and I'm like, great. Love that.
So I've known about this, by the way, for like a week.
I can't wait till they find something for you.
Yeah, they won't.
Yeah, they will. There is
I
71
don't,
episodes for them to go
I
through.
don't really have anything that I say like repeatedly though.
You say help. I think
But
Rachel, I told Rachel this yesterday. I think she should get the
no secrets, no sanctity here.
no, there are not. I think that she should do the bang one, because that's hilarious when you say it.
It's from the
I know
basement yard.
it's from the basement yard, but
I'll be
I
honest.
think she should take it, and that should be your
Pang.
sound. Bang.
Yeah, that or
Uh,
fuck you, because I say both those
yeah,
pretty frequently.
you could do that one, but you can't choose it. It's not allowed to be chosen. I didn't choose help. Help chose me. I didn't choose the help life. The help life chose me.
So
Help.
anyway,
Anyways, so yeah, Jasmine came over
yeah,
and
and
we
then we
went
went to
to
graduation, and it was
we
great. And end of
did go
story.
to no, but actually not end of story. So we went to graduation. That's where she was recognized by one of my students who, uh, from what I was told, I wasn't standing there, but
Hmm.
from what I was told, it basically the conversation went. Jasmine was standing with one of our other friends, and our other friend is one of my coworkers. And so the kid came up, was like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" To the coworker, and he turned to Jasmine and said something along the lines of, "Hi, nice lady, can you take our picture?"
And I was like, oh my god, of course, I would love to take your picture.
And then it went on with our friend saying that this was
This
I
is
can't I don't
Jasmine,
this is
Davis's
yeah,
best friend.
there you go.
After I took the picture, because I was like, oh my god, smile, cute, love this is great.
Pose,
Yes, and
pose.
then the child goes from the YouTube.
From the YouTube. And honestly, this is like this kid specifically, friggin' love that kid. Like I love all my kids. I want that to be very clear. But this kid, like, there was a point where I thought I was gonna adopt this kid, like that kind of situation.
That's like a parent who's got multiple kids. I love all my kids, but this one,
But this one right here, this is my favorite.
yeah, no, it was really good. It was really fun to be recognized, and that's
Yes.
the end of that.
No, it's not actually though, because then we did other things at the school. Saw other people, did the whole
Hmm.
walk around the school because you know we got that power, and because we're famous now with our 46 on YouTube and 28 on
I think we're at
Spotify.
47 actually on YouTube, but yeah.
No, I just looked. It's
Oh,
46.
which one of yous?
Who did it? Anyways, so yeah, we did a whole walk around the school,
Mhm.
came home, and
And he got muted, and that's where he'll stay forever. Nope. And anyway, so you guys can go get merch over at the Soccer King. Stop it.
stop.
123mind.com. And we have some new merch.
I am talking now. So, anyways, Jasmine and I went home. We sat down, and now we're both muted. How do you like that? So now our Spotify listeners were just like, "Why'd they stop talking? What's going on here?" Anyways, yeah, we went home, and it was like 8 o'clock by the time we got home, at least.
It was like 8:40, yeah.
Was it? Yeah. No, that's
Mhm.
when you woke up. It was about 8 when we got home. You slept for a solid 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, so we sit down. Darcy's playing her game, and Darcy's like explaining the game to mainly Jasmine. Like that was her focus, but
mhm.
I was listening in, and all I hear is Darcy talking about one thing, and then I hear like in fluid like conversation. She's like, "Yeah, I don't even remember what she was talking about, but it was like something along like the." I like to do things. I like to organize things rainbow because it makes me happy, and you're not even awake. Okay, and I'm on my phone and I look up and I'm like, I'm literally awake. Like I'm listening to you. Like, and then and it was like it was comedic timing at its peak because I look up and look around and I look at the TV and then I look at Darcy and I'm like I'm awake, and then all of a sudden you do like this deep inhale of sleep where you're like, it was silent for like 3, 4, 5 seconds. It was so funny. So Jasmine conked out on our couch for a solid 20 to 30 minutes
It's a
of
comfy
just,
couch.
it's a pretty comfy couch. And she was tired, I guess. It was like perfectly timed. And
Yeah, I want you
so
to know I kept myself awake by jamming to Hamilton, um, and singing every part because I didn't have my Hamilton partner. So I had to sing every part, which was really rude. And I actually was fine. Like by the time I got home, I was good to go.
mhm.
Um, and then we video gamed until it was like midnight,
It was about 12:30 when I
12:30.
officially got off.
Yeah, and then we was switched over to Repo
I was wondering
until
if you guys would. What, you Jevin and Shay?
I was wanting to play Repo from the get go, but I'm glad we did golf because that was really fun.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then I just need to close out this story here because it was funny. So she slept. Darcy continued talking. I just watched and listened, and then it got to like 8:40, and we were like, we probably should wake her up because she'd be pretty upset if we didn't, and she would have to stay the night. And I would take your keys and not let you leave if I didn't wake you up at that moment. So, because I protect my friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so we started with we started talking a little louder, like just maybe she'll wake up because she heard our voices, and that didn't work.
I need you to be
And
so aware that's never gonna work.
oh well, hang on. And then so Darcy had this like sloth that was cold for her neck, and she took it and put it on your arm and pressed it on your arm, and you didn't budge. Actually, what happened was she pushed on your right arm. Your left arm went from up here to down to your side, and
Odd
then you were
response. Okay.
yeah. I This is you, man. I don't know, like. And then she
This
went
is
back
you,
to
man.
she went back to her game, and the sloth kind of flopped down on your hand, so it was
Mhm.
all down your arm at that point, and you're just like laying there, and you kind of like go to the other side. And then we're still speaking loud, like she's still talking loud, I'm still responding loud. And then I said something, I like literally said Jasmine, like in a way that like sparked you awake before, and there was nothing. And I was like, is she dead? Like, is she just snoring and dead? Like, I'm confused. And so Darcy reached over and started like pushing on you, like full on, like not like love tap, like she was pushing you, your body was moving and you were gone. Yeah, you were gone. And at one point you went like this is your only response in this whole time. She pushed you for a solid minute. Like just push,
Yep.
push, push, push. And your only response was "Ugh." And you like sunk deeper into our couch. And then finally, I don't even remember what exactly woke you up, but we ended up saying she poked you in the face a couple times too. I don't know if
Did I
that was
wake up from that?
I don't think so.
Awesome.
Yeah, she
Awesome.
like poked you a couple
That's
times.
not good.
No, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then eventually I think we ended up just saying your name a couple times, and you finally like Jasmine, Jasmine, that whole thing. And you finally, I don't even know the right word, but you kind of like
Stirred.
grumbled awake. You were like, I'm awake, as you can't even keep your eyes open.
My singular eye.
Your singular eye.
Yeah. Just perpetually blinking.
You,
Hold on, I was just
you
pulling,
weren't.
like, I can't keep this open. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
no.
she fell asleep, and it was really funny. And
Yeah,
I just spent 10 minutes talking about you sleeping.
So I looked at the Snapchat that Darcy sent of me.
Yes, I forgot about that too.
And you called me. That's what woke me up because my watch buzzed, and I didn't like that. I was sleeping. I didn't like that it was buzzing. But you know what's funny? So I don't know if it's just like high cortisol lately because I know that that's like I can tell because right here you're not even looking. You are on your phone.
Hang on. I am on my phone. Hang on.
Hey! Hey! Why?
I don't know that I've ever had you respond like that. Oh, so for those who aren't watching,
That was so fucking rude.
she got up and walked away.
Never in my 25 years
Oh my
have
gosh.
I been so disrespected.
Oh my goodness, that was funny. Hey. I want that. Rachel, I changed my mind. I want that sound.
I hate you so much.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. You know
so
what?
Anyway,
In the speeches last night, one of the speakers said to surround yourself with positive people. And then Jasmine and I turned to each other and looked at each other and said, "Uh-oh, you need to find new friends."
yeah, this is a really good point of that. So I was just going to describe the picture and how it made...
I can pull it up again if you
No.
want.
So when I saw the picture, my first, my body dysmorphia kicked in and I was like, wow, I look 5. So if you would let me explain, I hated that picture of myself because of the way that I was laying. And I was like, oh my god, is that what I look like to the general public?
No.
Especially in jumpsuits, which are famously not flattering on people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I saw that picture and I was like, I was horrified. That's actually part of why I decided to go home. I need that to be clear. I saw that and I was like, I gotta go home. No, but lately...
No. The way that... I just want to clear that up because I know...
God.
The way that our couch is sitting, like, I don't like the way our couch sits because it's a very tall back and a very short, like, it's tall
narrow
everywhere else, but no, it's deep. It's deep, so when you sit, you're kind of, like, slouched, and you're kind of, like, everything's just hanging out at that point. Oh, I'm stuck.
I gotta tell you, that chair, easy to get stuck in.
Oh my gosh, I am, like, oh, I have full-on tears right now. Whew, that was a good laugh.
So,
hey!
Sound like Fat Albert over here. There it is. Okay, so I had a kid, so she's back at her school, but well, now I'm getting on. That's really unfortunate. I'm not tired, or I'm not. I haven't had sleep yet. Words, Jasmine. I had a kid who would walk around class going, "Hey, hey, hey," and it was the funniest thing because he'd be like dead silent in the room, and she'd just be like doing, putting her book away or grabbing her notebook, and all of a sudden you'd hear in a not quiet voice, "Hey, hey, hey," and it was just repeated throughout the day. And she would also.
Did she realize she was saying it?
Oh yeah, had full absolute knowledge that she was saying it.
Okay.
But she did also self-talk a lot where she'd be like, and I'm opening my notebook and I'm writing my notes and I'm flipping my note paper and I'm writing more notes. Like she's groovy. She just moved and grooved and high ADHD. Very high. No, so what I was saying about the cortisol was that when you have high cortisol, you are often like super tired and you can sleep through things, but you're also like, doesn't matter how much you sleep, you just don't get any sleep. Yeah. Because you're not really like REM sleeping, you're whatever. So, and I know that because right here, it gets like, there's like a little pouch that I get right here. So sometimes when my cortisol is low, which has happened I think 3 times I'm still very yellow, all of 3 times in my life. I tie-dyed yesterday and I'm quite yellow, although less. And I don't know where it went. That's concerning. But anyway, with the cortisol, I have been sleeping like a rock lately when I can fall asleep to a point that I have my hatch at full volume. So that's that like sunset layup thing, full volume, which is loud in that small room. I have the Alexa turned up to full volume and my phone turned up to full volume all at different times. And I've woken up to all three of them going off and I've snoozed all three and went back to bed. Because I'm just like exhausted in the morning.
I
So I
was
have
gonna
to
say,
like,
I would argue that that comes from the teacher lifestyle, because I feel very similar. I know that
yes.
you have other factors that have factored in,
I
but
think
like
yes, the
same
cortisol
with
comes
me.
from the teacher lifestyle for
Yeah.
sure. But there's been times when I've been teaching that I haven't needed that many alarms just to get me
Right.
up. But there have been times I've powered my phone down. Haven't realized I've done it. Powered my phone down to
Mhm.
shut the alarm off. And then I've woken up at 6:45 and I'm like, "All right, I got to go cuz I have to leave my house by 6:30." 6:45 if I'm waking up and have to shower, that's a problem.
I was gonna say there was a stretch there where I was leaving earlier than you were,
Yeah.
and I don't leave early. I am
No.
like, I'll
No.
roll in when I roll in. I'll be there on time, but it might be right at the last possible minute.
Yeah, no, there have been many days I've been walking in with the kids, which is I got to get better about that. But yeah.
Is that a contract thing for you, or is that just like a
My
you
contract says
personally
I'm
feel
supposed
like
to
it?
be there at 7:30. The kids get there at 8.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
So when I walk in at 8 with the kids and I'm the lead teacher,
You're just looking at your boss and saying, "I'm just leading them in. It's okay."
yeah, she knows. Because I text her and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I woke up. And then, panic. It's usually while
Well, you
I'm
haven't been
flying down 25 at like 50 miles an hour.
well, you haven't been fired yet, so that must mean that they like you and will keep you on. So
That or I
that
just
or they,
wouldn't leave. They could
I
fire me.
guess that's
I'm not
true.
moving.
I'm not leaving.
And no one's going to pick me up.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't do mornings. I'm not a good morning person. I very much like. I mean, you remember this. I very much am like, you let me eat first, and then I can handle mornings. But if you try to talk to me before that, I might bud your head off.
See, and I'm a person who like oddly enough, apart from school mornings, like I could just get up and be ready for my day. Like I woke up at 11. It was 11:16 I think I texted you back. I am so stuffed up right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear it. I can
Slightly.
feel it pouring into my nose. It's so well, hold on. I'm going to go fix my window. Keep talking about something.
Okay. We keep doing merch plugs. If you've looked in any recent video, we haven't set up the merch. So maybe this time will be the charm. Go get your merch at TSK or thesoccerking1239.com. Go over to the merch tab, go to the fourth wall, and you can potentially, if we've done our job, get
Okay.
your own merch.
I'm setting a stipulation that today, before we can play any video games, we have to post it.
I'm down. I like that because
Okay.
then I'll feel guilty if we don't. So
Yeah, because
and what's the best motivator for somebody with ADHD and
guilt
some
and shame.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, and someone with what?
I was gonna say and someone who has like heavy empathy, and then I was gonna say guilt, but that works.
Oh well, you should be better.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was gonna say about the sleeping thing is that when I go over to Justin's house, or even when we were living, sad violin to help. But even when we were living together, like I would wake up. So today, 11:16, I rose from the dead to Justin texting me. I woke up and the first thing I do, which I know is not healthy, but the first thing I do is look at my phone to see what notifications I have to determine whether or not I'm going to get up on a Saturday. And I saw you say, "Hey, you were awake," and I was like, "What the fuck is he texting me at?" What I thought was 9 a.m.
Mind you, I sent that text at like 9:30.
Oh, okay, so it was
sure.
9 a.m.
It might have been around 9:30. I don't know. I might be wrong.
It was 10:35 actually.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. Hey, are you awake? And at let me see here. An hour later, I said, "I am now." Yeah, I was up till 3. Could we do 12? We were supposed to record at 11. And I was like, "Could we Could we do 12? And then at like 11:45, I got out of bed and I just found clothes to put them on. I'm gonna shower after this because I gotta take off my tattoo. I haven't shown the people. Um, my new
I thought you.
cactus. We haven't
No, you
recorded since
didn't.
I got it. I'll show
Yeah,
them in
you're
a
right.
second. So, I'm like, if you see my arm moving like this, it's because I'm actively rubbing it because it hurts, and itches. So anyway, I can wake up and generally just like be ready to go. Whereas Justin has to like wake up and do a whole thing. He's got to like go to the bathroom and then he's got to like make his breakfast and he's got to eat and like be a person. And there have been times where I've woken up and it's almost like there's a bolt of energy just going through where I'm like, eat your breakfast, eat your breakfast, eat your breakfast, eat your breakfast. Because I just want to talk, but he does not want to talk. And I am like Energizer Rabbit ready to go. And he needs like time to wake up. Um, so when I stay over at your house, I wait till you go to the bathroom because I'm already awake. But I'll wait till you go to the bathroom and like start getting ready for your day for me to get up and exit the room so that
You usually are downstairs if you're over here because you usually wake up earlier than us on when you're here.
I wake up at like 6 when I'm at your house. I don't
Right.
know why. I think it's because I'm anxious about the cats and I want to hang out with them, but they
Probably
do
that and the
not.
fact that the windows don't have any covering.
That doesn't bother me. My windows don't have. Well, they do now. I. That's probably why I'm sleeping better. Is I have my windows covered.
Yeah. It helps when you have like a room that's dark. Like when I slept for a
Yeah.
while there, I was sleeping downstairs because I was sick or whatever.
Mhm.
I slept hard when I was downstairs because it was like
Dark.
pitch black in the.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did it this way. We made it so that we have our dark curtains down in the living room, and then we have our like nice curtains. They fit our vibe of our bedroom, but they don't really block much light in our bedroom.
You know, you could buy new curtains for the bedroom.
Yeah, but then I don't mind it. I actually like when it's a nice sunny day in like when school's going, especially, and it's sunny. I
Mhm.
need that light in the morning. I
Mhm.
need to have like a sunlight. Otherwise, I won't get out of bed.
That's fair.
But yeah, um, I need to eat. I need to eat first. That's my big like point. I can use like sometimes if I have to get up super early, or if it's a special thing or something quick, I'll be
What's your
fine. I can
favorite
get
thing
up
to
and
eat?
go.
Sorry. Keep talking. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, your turn. My favorite thing to eat. I don't know. It's
For
like
breakfast, I just didn't
oh,
finish my thing because I interrupted you.
I feel like that's an easy answer for you. You know what I eat for breakfast.
Well, yes, peanut butter bread, but that's just easy. I didn't know if that was
Toast,
your
peanut butter
favorite.
toast.
My bad. Yeah, peanut butter on your toast.
Not anymore.
This man eats so much peanut butter. He
I do.
single-handedly
I'm
keeps the peanut
100%
butter
honest.
companies in stock.
Yes, I 100% do. Like it's
It's
pretty consistent that we if we run out of peanut butter, I don't know what I'm doing for breakfast. Because that's like it's partially because my brain in the morning is so zombified that I know what it is. Like I'm going right to this is there, and if it's moved out of place or there's something off, my whole day is ruined. So having it stocked and having it full, like it's a routine thing at this point.
why don't you go to Costco and get like the big jars?
We do get the big jars. We get the
You
the
could
fat
get
ones.
you could get even bigger jars, Justin.
We don't need even bigger ones because then I'll take more, and I don't need to do that.
He eats so much peanut butter on his toast. It is
Okay,
obscene.
are we here to shame me or like talk about
Interesting.
breakfast?
Interesting. But no, I was actually so I didn't know if that was your favorite thing to eat or if that was just what you had because it was quick.
I think if I were going to sit down and like
Mm-hmm.
have my favorite thing,
Mm-hmm.
it would probably be something along the lines of like bacon, egg, and pancakes. Like I love that kind of breakfast.
Bacon pancakes. I haven't had my meds this morning. I don't know if you can tell.
That's probably a good thing for an episode.
Probably. Probably.
What's yours?
Right now, toaster strudels. I've been
Ooh,
fat
there was-
crushing some toaster strudels.
I spent way too much money on toaster strudels
Oh
in
yeah,
college.
they're expensive in college. Even when you were
Yeah.
living at
Oh
parents.
yes,
Yeah,
I forgot I was doing it there too.
because I remember going grocery shopping with you a couple times, and
Yeah,
you were buying. I was like, "Hey, man,
I
we
would
don't need
get
that many boxes."
4 or 5 boxes at
Yeah,
a time
yeah.
because there's what, 8 toaster strudels?
Two. There's six actually.
There's six. So there's six
Which, by the way,
and I
is
usually
a
do two.
ripoff for the amount
It's
that you're
100% a
paying
rip off.
for a
Yeah,
toaster strudel. And I know that I can make them myself, but also I don't want to. Um,
it's easy.
yeah.
But yeah, so I like when I was living at Darcy's grandparents in the
Hmm.
basement there, I would wake up, I would put my toaster strudels in,
Hmm.
I would go to the bathroom, I'd come out, put the frosting on, throw my bag on my back, eat one of them, and then get in the car and eat the other one as I'm driving.
That's what. So what I've been doing this past week, because that's what I've been having for breakfast. I've stopped cooking this week because one, I'm seeing Connor in 5 days, and I'm not buying groceries. But I have no energy to cook, but I need to eat food. So I've just been buying frozen meals, and it's working. It's food, you know. Um,
Pizzas.
Pizzas. Actually, not pizzas as much. I'm doing the power bowls. They suck ass, by the way, but it's food, you know. Or I'm
Yeah.
buying like a rotisserie chicken, and when I have motivation, I debone it, and then I just have chicken. But anyway, I've been crushing some toaster strudels, so I go shower, and then I waddle out, dripping with like my towel wrapped around, but my hair dripping, and I put my toaster strudels in, book it back, get dressed, dry my hair. But my toaster takes 2 rounds to really toast it the way that I want to. And then by the time I remember it, it's cooled down enough that I won't burn my mouth, but still hot enough to melt the icing.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you what I used to do with toaster strudels when we were kids, Rosemary and I?
You probably have, but go ahead.
So, Mom would buy toaster strudels, and you know how it comes with the sleeve of
Icing?
icing
Yes.
packets. So, I would
Would you take those like shots? Just. What was that noise?
I was trying to say but I couldn't stop laughing. I would make my toaster strudels for Rosemary and I would put half a pack of icing on hers and eat the rest. And then do mine and put the full bag on. I also used
That's such older sibling behavior.
No,
That's so
that was
wild.
eating disorder behavior.
I mean, yes, but like an older sibling would definitely
also
do that.
Because we would have to split 3 and 3, and I would take one of her icing packs and eat the whole thing really fast and throw the pack like deep in the garbage. I'd be like, I don't know, they didn't send one. Why did and I would get mad with her.
Does she know about this?
I don't know.
I really hope she watches this episode.
We also used to you remember when KFC used to do family buckets?
Yeah.
That was like actually good chicken, and they didn't have all like the sandwiches and whatever. So you could get the family bucket. There was like a bunch of pieces of chicken, and they had really crispy skin, and you could get the extra crispy. And I would wait till my mom had gone to work and Rosemary was like, you know, getting ready for school or whatever, and I would peel the skin off.
I mean, I can't say much there because like the skin's the best part of the chicken.
But
usually.
I was a liar as a child, Justin. So you see, I would lie about it and say I didn't know what happened with the chicken grease everywhere. I'd be like, I don't know. That's so weird. I don't know what happened. And my mom was.
I don't know.
My mom would
I don't know.
Like, Jasmine. So we had like
it's lip gloss, Mum.
I believe, if I remember correctly, I think it was a snack tracker on the fridge. I was a thief. I
was a thief.
I had a really bad relationship with food. So like if we got something that Rosemary and I had to split, she would get 2 and I would get 4.
Yeah, that's amongst eating disorder level behavior. That's also older sibling behavior too. Like that's 100. Like Patrick would 100% do that to me.
Yeah. I also used to do that with chores because we would have like chores when we got home, and my friend Marissa would come to our house because her older sister would like babysit us. She was a few years older than us, and until Mom got home, and one of the chores was sweeping, and so I would convince Rosemary that sweeping also included the patio outside and up to the pool. She would sweep that. sweep the patio and I'd be on my YouTube with Marissa.
You're evil. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope Rosemary doesn't remember this or realize this, and that this episode just gets you.
I gotta be honest. I probably traumatized my sister so much when I was younger. Like, I mean, all older siblings do. Like, that's just part of being an older sibling.
I wouldn't know. Well, I do, but like...
I was gonna say, you have younger sibling, don't you? You have two.
I have 2 younger sisters, but like, one, they're sisters, so like there's a little bit of like protection from dads in the moments.
I mean,
but
yeah.
two, I had 2 older brothers who both would come after me. So I had to take it and defend myself.
This is such
and then I couldn't really
defense here.
It is. I am the middle child. I don't know what to tell you, Jasmine. I am the middle child.
Have we talked about this with a therapist?
Have you mind your own business?
That's not a grammatically correct sentence.
You minded your own business? How about that?
No. I will not. Yeah, no, I had no older siblings, so there was no one really there to stop me from abusing my younger sister. But so Rosemary and I were very like physical, like we would fist fight or whatever. I was a big kid and Rosemary was little. Like now she's taller than me and she could take me in a fight easy. She could knock my ass out. As a child though, she was scrawny, so I would sit on her. I would sit on like where her hips join her torso and I would just sit. And sometimes if she was being really rude, I would go like this and I would like sit harder on her until she stopped doing whatever it was that she was doing. I also did try to drown her a couple times. Not like really drown her, just like to teach her a lesson. So that's abuse, I think.
Hey, friend. And you just admitted to that on our podcast.
Rosemary knows that I meant it in good fun. Because she also did stuff to torture me. But there are times now where like, where you you fake punch whatever and be like I do with you, like fake punching. I don't know what scenario. Nothing is coming to my brain at the moment, but I'll do that and sometimes she flinches away and I'm like, oh my god, you've never done that. I stay standing. I just run away.
You don't stay standing.
I run away.
Most of the time. How many times have you ended up on the ground though? Be honest.
I don't know.
Be honest.
I don't think I ever have.
You have.
I don't think
there was a time. So there's at least 2 times I can think of off the top of my head, which is saying a lot because I can't remember jack crap. But one of them, back in Farmington, you had a couple of adult beverages.
I was plastered. You could say
and you decided that you were going to fight me. And I let you know that that's a bad choice. And you hit me. Or I said that if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. And I'm not holding back. And I let you know ahead of time. And you're like, ha ha ha, it's okay. Wham! And so I said, okay, my turn. And I didn't I actually did hold back, by the way. I want that to be very clear.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a ruthless bastard.
Sometimes, by the way, you hit me and it really hurts. And you're like, oh, it doesn't hurt. It hurts. You hit harder. You hit harder than you realize.
I probably do. But part of that is because you pissed me off. In that moment, though, I literally just popped you. I put in more than I usually do, but I just popped you in the arm.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, I remember you coming out to the kitchen and going, I don't know why my arm hurts today. I'm not sure why.
No.
And I'm like,
Was that where I got the perma bruise?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I bruised you because I full on told you I was gonna hit you.
It was right here.
It was because I hit you right between the muscles.
Oh yeah.
It was just
you really
pop.
Yeah.
And then the other time, which you did fall to the ground on that one because you were like, ah!
I didn't fall to the ground when I was drunk.
How would you know? You don't even remember me punching you.
I do now. I remember you punching me now.
You backed up very quickly and were.
I went to my room.
Trying to get away. No, you went because we were in the kitchen. You were in the kitchen and you punched me. I punched you. You backed into the door and kind of went down as if I was coming after you to swing.
Because you were abusive.
I wasn't. I punched you once and then did my own thing. You
Oh.
just were like, ah, and backed away.
Well, that's an abuse response. He's an abusive friend. You heard it here, folks.
Oh my gosh. You're trying. This is deflection. You know that? This is deflection and defense.
Gypsy Rose, get him.
Jeez, bro. And then the other time was when I started doing wrestling. You're like, oh, you're a big wrestler. Ha ha ha. And you hit me a couple times after I told you not to hit me because I was going to hit you back. And I put you to the ground and held you there. And you're like, stop, stop. Like a younger sibling would do.
To be fair, in the dynamic, you would be an older sibling to me.
I know I would.
And unfortunately, my older brother is dead, so he can't get back at you. And also, my dad is dead, so he can't get back at you either. You really have the upper hand here. This is abuse.
Your mom, tell me your mom wouldn't beat my ass if she needed to.
If she needed to, did I deserve it, you know?
Which you usually do. Because
then no, you're fine.
Yeah, so.
She would look at me and be like, did you punch him first?
Fight back.
Literally.
I would get that response too.
Hey man, we just spent 20 minutes talking about how we actively hit
abuse
people.
each other.
Yeah.
No. Well, I never said anybody else but you. So I said I abuse you. There's a difference. And it usually comes after you hitting me first.
You hit me yesterday.
Because you hit me first.
I don't recall.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Hey, so you know what I just realized?
What?
As of day of recording, I'm flying out in a few days.
Yep. You're skipping my birthday, yes.
Not skipping your birthday. I'm actively avoiding it. I'm joking. I'm so sorry. That was so mean. No. Justin, you were such a baby about this. Rachel, can we please change it to that help? So it's pitiful.
You're pitiful.
Is that Diet Mountain Dew?
No.
Why is it yellow?
It's regular Mountain Dew. It's the new, they redesigned. I kind of like the redesign, honestly. It's got mountains and sun and all that. It kind of went back to like the old school.
I don't like change.
Surprise, surprise. Anyways.
I don't know what I was talking about. Cool,
oh, my turn.
Your birthday.
Yesterday I went golfing.
Tell your golf story.
No, it's birthday time.
No, tell your golf story.
Both stories are about me, so I get to choose which one, and I want to hear my birthday story.
Okay, so, it actually wasn't about...
So I went golfing, and... Oh, man. Okay,
I'm
birthday,
texting Shannon right now to spite you tonight. Oh, you're not in this one.
I'm not in this one. What do you mean?
To smite you
I got power that you guys can't defend against. Hey, also, last week when she almost killed off one of your characters, that's because of me. Or when she, not killed off, when she almost messed with your genie wish. You're welcome.
I have thoughts on that, but that's a we'll do that off podcast.
So she could beat me and not have it on camera.
I'm not near you. That's what you guys think. This is actually just all a green screen.
I was gonna say, it's actually, she's sitting right next to me.
Yeah, oh, well, I've ruined the facade.
Don't knock the green screen, Jasmine!
I didn't realize I was so close to the wall. Anyway, so, I'm leaving for San Diego for a bit, to go visit the hubby. I'm sorry. And I just realized recording might be difficult.
I brought this up like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, anyway. I'll bring my camera. I'll just record from the hotel room. So you guys will get to see a whole new thing. Maybe I'll record from the beach. That's what I'll do.
A whole new world. Yeah, so.
You went golfing.
Oh, you're just not going to say anything about my birthday.
It didn't actually have anything to do with your birthday. It only had to do with
It's
recording.
my birth month. That's what we should be talking about. We actually should do, between our birthdays, we should do an episode about, like we do every year, about our birthdays. I say every year as if we've had, multiple years of doing this podcast.
We could do we should do the live episode between our two birthdays.
That'd be cool. You're going to be in San Diego, but that'd be cool.
No. What day is between our two birthdays? Talk for a minute about your golf. Shush,
like the
talk,
first.
Talk. Chatter.
for those who aren't watching because you're on Spotify, I just teeth chattered because she told me to chatter.
Look, Sharnice.
Yeah, I went golfing yesterday. If you can't tell, I've got sunburn galore. I'm not a golfer. And Nana, I know Grampy was a golfer. I wish he had passed down that trait to me because I am so bad at golfing. I can't even hit a ball well right now. Like, for some reason, I'm so bad.
I think I still have video proof of you at your engagement party where you went to swing, and when you swung, it just sort of went around, and you didn't hit the ball at all.
Okay, I don't need you talking right now, miss. I can't hit the ball either. So
I'm finding the video now.
okay,
It's going
I'm
directly
gonna pull
onto
up
the
the picture from
Instagram.
last night again. That's wild. Yeah, but I went golfing,
That's
and
wild.
I definitely that'd be the first post in how many days?
Hey!
Since like Valentine's Day last year.
Hey! I posted at Christmas.
Anyways, yeah, so I went golfing. Not really good. Wish I got better. I'll have to go more often, which I plan on it this summer. But summer gets busy, and but I got sunburned. I don't like being bald because my head burns.
Oh, you didn't miss
The
the
weird
ball.
part,
You went to hit it, and it went that way instead of out where you aimed.
because I pulled my head up to look where I was hitting, or look how far I hit it, and I didn't hit it at all.
Mm-hmm. The justifications. Yeah, your shiny head really is a distraction to the public.
Why are you so rude? Don't be rude to me. It's my birth month. June is mine. Nothing else happens important in June.
The end of school.
Nothing else.
Pride Month.
Nothing else.
Oh, it's Donald Trump's birthday today. You gonna celebrate?
Absolutely nothing else.
You gonna celebrate that, Justin?
Not even a little. Anyways, sunburns suck. I have like a sunburn from like elbow to like here because for some reason my fingers just didn't sunburn.
They
and
never
that's
do.
on both arms. I know.
It's weird.
And then
Fingers
I've
really
got
don't sunburn.
And then I got sunburned up on my head and down my neck. And don't know how because I wore a hat yesterday.
It permeated.
It must
I'm
have.
wondering if it's actually sunburn or just stress. It's just you
I
coloring
think-
yourself.
It could be either, honestly. I think there was like 30 minutes of time where I didn't have my hat on, which could have very well been the moment of burning.
Well, you're also very Irish. Well,
What are you trying to say?
nope.
That wasn't meant to be an accent. That was me talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing just a very bad Irish accent. And I was like, wow.
No. I wish I had an Irish accent. I wish I could like do any Irish accent.
You could probably look up
I'm
a video on YouTube and figure out how.
I'm not good at accents.
Oh, well, that's a
I'm
skill
so
issue.
bad at accents. It is.
Yeah.
It straight up is. I could do a Canadian one.
Well, that's just how you talk.
I don't speak like with a Canadian accent. I have an American accent, y'all. I can't say it.
Not the y'all. Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I'm bad at golf and got sunburnt and yeah. My birthday.
Help!
Help!
So, we went to the lake last Friday with the kids and stuff, and it was a little chilly. I'll be honest with you. June 6th, a little cold for swimming, but not horrible. Like, it was fine.
Yeah.
We went to Rang Pond. But this arm was okay. Like, it's not horrible. This one's still definitively two different colors, except that I was wearing a tank top all day. So that was really, really good for me. But I also was not facing the sun with this arm, so I'm not really sure. But this was lobster red when I came home. I took the fattest nap after I came home from that beach trip.
This episode's title is going to be Jasmine Naps.
It's so sleepy. So sleepy. Speaking of which, I didn't realize last night I got off Discord and I didn't hit hang up. I just exited out of Discord because it was 3 a.m. and I didn't realize. So it showed that I was still in the call. Jevin had left, Shay had left, whatever, right? So I'm sitting at my desk and I'm doing something with my phone, just like clearing notifications. I had taken my headset off and I was getting ready to go, but I didn't realize he had joined the call back again. So I don't know.
Jevin?
Yeah, I don't know if he had heard me fully say this, but I got off the call and I went, so sleepy. I just so sleepy. And then, because I was just talking to myself, and I'm like getting up and I was like, the eepiest of eeps, it's time for the bed. I don't know why. I have no idea why. As I get to my room, which is not in here, all I hear is, Jasmine! Jasmine! And I was like, who the fuck is calling my name? I came back in here and
Not thinking, oh, I'm alone in my house and I hear my name being yelled.
well, I could hear.
You're like, who's calling me?
I would be taken out first in a horror movie, I think. And I come back in here and I'm like, who the fuck? And I see Discord is closed. My whole like screen stuff is closed. I don't turn my stuff off, but I probably should. And I pull up Discord again, and Jevin's like, Jasmine, go to bed. Why are you still? And I was like, oh, yeah, goodbye, good night. Sorry. Have a good night. So I'm pretty sure that I'll get roasted about that later today.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope so.
Albeit, I'm not going to say anything until if he brings it up, then that's fine. I'm not going to bring it up, you know? Hey, move your hands away from that keyboard immediately.
The keyboard's pushed away.
I don't believe you.
I straight up, I can't have my keyboard close to me because I put my hands on things and I use it as like an actual desk. So
that's wild. Why would you use your desk as a desk?
I need like, I don't want it on this desk, but I need like a under the desk holder for my keyboard, like the old school ones where you pull it out, it rolls out. But I don't want it on this one because it's already too low.
Get low, get low.
All right, Jasmine, where can they find you?
Oh, we're done now with that. Okay, cool. I feel like you've had really good stories this time, and I've been like, I have a story too.
I too have a story.
I lost a pen once.
I lost something once.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, look. I almost dropped it. It's a new Lego set. I straight up, okay, so anybody who doesn't know this, I'm a nerd. So if you couldn't tell from what's behind me, I'm a nerd. I like Legos, and these are not my only sets, by the way. These are very much not my only sets.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
I like Funko Pops, because that's a me Funko Pop that my wife got me. If you were in my room, there's a shelf that has Funko Pops on it.
They're everywhere in their home.
Because we like them, okay? And you know, I'm just like a child in an adult's body that has adult money now, so I kind of get what I want sometimes when my wife lets me buy it. But yeah, that was I meant to tell you why I like.
Yeah,
this set,
I don't know why you
one.
Just pulled up. You're like a new Lego set. Whoa!
It's like super like, springy. Yeah, it's sick. It's like. And that's what it's meant to do because it's got a spring back here. That. It's like attached so that it can go side to side. Like it's sick.
Can you put a motor on it and then drive it?
I bet I could if I really wanted to. And then it's also like you can go. You know, the wheels do their thing. The wheels spin.
Do you drive
like
it?
It's badass. I mean, I don't sit here and play with it all the time, but like
all the time cool. Insinuates that you do some of the time.
Sometimes I do, yes. But then you see this part right here, those white pegs. So if you spin the back wheels, you see it go up and down.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be the motor and the pistons moving. So when you move it, it goes quickly.
That's so
as if
cool.
they're spinning quickly. I made that and I was like, that's so badass. Like, that's so cool. I'm a freaking nerd is what I am. Because like normally like adults my age would be like, Legos, really?
Also, I realized I just made fun of your pops with 4, 6.
I was gonna say, how many pops you got showing off?
6 in the frame. There's 7 because Bucky's back there too. I actually have more. There's another one up there that you can't see. That's Yelena. I have more out.
You also have some in your living room.
We have more now. The whole
Yep.
thing is, yeah, they're all anime in the living room. I have
Which
a
is fine. Like
I
that's
have a
everybody has
Nosuke
their own.
and
But
Killua here, and then that's it for anime in here. And I have Alice and Pam, Hamilton, and Baby Yoda.
hey, 5 minutes. Show off your tattoo.
Oh, it's on my thigh, so you guys are gonna get a look at my thigh. It's a cactus. Oh, for those of you who are on Spotify only, it's a cactus, like palm, and it's in the second skin, which looks nasty today because I gotta take it off.
I was gonna say
This is
that's.
this is pink, not brown.
It looks orange on here, but
I will have a better picture of it. Actually, I have a better picture of it when it was freshly done. It hurt like a son of a bitch. I'll tell you that much right now. I've never gotten color done, and she did a fantastic job. Oh my god. She did a fantastic job, but um it still hurt like a lot.
you know, it's crazy how color can make it change, like feelings wise. Well, we might never see it, so
Hold on, it's gonna get there. Hold on.
because like, oh, there you go, yeah.
Focus.
So close.
I'm gonna get there. Okay, well, you don't need to know.
Anyways, it's crazy how like color makes the change of like how it hurts versus how it doesn't. Because that's what I started with. I had like a tattoo to start was colored. So I went
You
there
can
you
kind
go.
of see it a little better.
So I went from like I went
I
for the
know.
hardest thing, and it was a pretty good sized tattoo. And then when I recently I got 3 tattoo. Well, was it 3? Yeah, technically 3. I got 3 small things done at once on 3 different parts of my body,
Yeah.
and 2 of those were not colored; they were just black and white. And those didn't hurt. I almost fell asleep for like this one. I almost fell asleep. Like it was so nice. I loved it because it was just
Meanwhile,
vibrating, and I was like,
two-
"This is so great."
These two hurt on this
Yeah,
exact
which
same
is
spot.
wild.
Well, but mine are also thicker lines, and mine is.
That's true.
Was yours right on the bone?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's right on the bone.
I don't know.
But the only thing that hurt for this was the end of the thumb because it's right next to the elbow.
Also, different pain tolerances too. Like my pain tolerance is a lot lower, but I've never cried during a tattoo. I will be very clear.
No, you fell asleep for your back one.
Yeah. Well, during my ankle one, I put myself to sleep. I said, no, I don't like the pain, and I put myself to sleep. But I was also on my stomach. So when it hit my Achilles heel, I could just put myself. This, obviously, it's on my thigh, so I have to lay. I'm going to try and show you guys. I was laying it. Oh, that's not a flattering image of me. At this angle, and I was laying like this. My abs were so tight the next day because I was just clenched the whole time.
Yeah.
But she also let me sit crisscross applesauce for a bit of it when she was doing the coloring because it actually pulled at the skin. So she said I could still pull, but it tightened up a little bit and it stopped me from shaking. However, I also had a huge bruise on my leg. So that dark spot you can see in the pictures, that's a bruise. So every time that she was going near it, I was like, yeah, that's the only time I almost puked during a tattoo from pain.
I think the worst pain that I had, oh man, for a tattoo, I think the worst pain that I had, like actual pain, like I didn't eat before the first one, so I was dumb and, almost passed out, but that wasn't painful. It was just like, oh dear, I'm going to fall asleep at this moment. Not really fall asleep.
Pass out.
Yeah. I think the worst pain that I had was my, when he did the band that goes from like, I've got the Grata ring behind or on the back side of my calf, and then the hands have like a band out and around and connects to the front, a Celtic knot. And I think the worst pain was when he was doing, it's like right, that bone on the side of your knee?
Yeah.
That bone, there's about maybe an inch of space between that bone and the like top of the Celtic knot.
Yeah.
When he went through there a couple times, because it's not only is it like Celtic knot, so you had to do different line design on different spots. It's color and it's black, like it's deep black.
It's shaded.
So he had to go through it a couple times. So when he got to that point, that hurt, and it was like pain shooting up my leg. But not bad enough for me to be like, stop. It was just kind of like, oh shit, that hurts.
This is the first time I've asked to take a break, like an actual break. And I
I
was
did
like,
that for my first one.
um, I had this like, so I know that we're going over time, so I'm sorry, but I had this or this thought in my head that I couldn't ask for like numbing cream or spray or anything like that because
Mm,
it was like bitching out and it wasn't getting it.
yeah.
But also, it's something that's going to be on my body forever. Why would I not want to be comfortable? You know?
It's also like it's there to be used as a helpful thing.
Right. So we probably used a half a bottle of Bactine, the lidocaine spray, because obviously they're
Yeah.
wiping, so like they are taking
Yeah.
it off. But she did the so when we did the red color up top, no pain. Like because I had lidocaine spray and had gotten a chance to sit for a while because she had to go to the bathroom and stuff. When we came
Yeah.
back, even the top half of like the little cactus was fine. Once we got to the cactus, like the palm of it, that one was a little tougher because it was also shaded. So it was
Yeah.
like she'd shaded and she did it was really pretty actually. It was stapling shaded. So it wasn't just like flat like it wasn't shaded in like these where it's like the darker or even like this where it's like kind of combined in. It was the
Yeah.
stapling which I really liked. And then maybe 20 minutes after that had just like settled and it was finally like okay, she started doing color and the needle that she used I really liked. It was Swedish. So it was quite expensive, but it's like a really good brand, I guess. It barely feels like anything's going in. It's very smooth. They do it at a higher frequency, but it's like this big instead of the single needle, so it's bigger because it's a
It's
bigger
bigger. Yeah.
area. I I almost puked when she got to certain parts. Like I was writhing, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you need more Bactine?" And I was like, "Yes, it hurts." And she kept trying to distract me with things, and it just didn't work. So I I thought that it was bitching out to get it, and I thought that I was gonna be like, there was gonna be a whole thing because I know a lot of people with tattoos that are like, "Oh, I've never had numbing spray," but they don't say it as like, "Oh, I've never really needed it." Like it's just whatever. It's like a point of
Right.
pride that like, "Oh yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
It's a tattoo," but like, why does it have to hurt? You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
couldn't it just be
Take
enjoyable?
the supports that are there
Right?
if you need them.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Where can they find you? We love tattoos, so we can check them out. But
Asmista1721 on Instagram and TikTok, and also streaming. I've been streaming on TikTok Live, and a few of you have been in there. So hi, welcome in. You can find merch that will be posted directly after this episode finishes at thesoccerking1239.com. We have a couple new designs we're really excited about, so go find the merch over there. And the show you can find at No Impulse Control on socials.
you can find me at TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239, depending on where you're looking. You can also find either of us getting a new tattoo at any given point in our lives because addiction.
If you want to
And
support this addiction,
helps.
put your hands out, Justin. Like you're. If you would like to support this addiction,
More, please.
our Venmos will be in the bio. They won't really.
I mean, straight up, you could put our Venmos in the bio. That's what but anyways, we'll see you in the next one when we figure out
Okay.
what our next tattoo is. Peace out.
Bye.